10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ninja vanish.
Well, hello. What's up,
Hello.
dude? What's going on? Who is? What is that? I got something else. What is this? Whose is that?
That's my top 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is that? Anyway, welcome. What's up, assholes, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody who identifies as pets. I don't fucking know. Whatever you're into, I don't give a shit. Just stop rubbing it up on everybody else. Anyway, welcome to the annual Top 10 Movies of 2024. Well, I guess we don't annually do the Top 10 Movies of 2024. That would be weird. But we annually do the Top 10 movies.
Join us next December for our top 10, and it's going to be the same ones we did this year.
Yeah. I've been doing this. I think the first year I did a top 10 on the NEA channel was 2012, I think. Because I started on YouTube in 2010, and I didn't do one that year. And I don't think I did one in 2011. But I think in 2012 we started doing top 10 movies. Every year we did a live chat. So we've been doing it for 14 years now. 12 years now. Can't count. Whatever the fuck it is. 12 years? Is that 12? That's 12, right? Yeah.
12.
That's 12. Thank you, people who know math. So anyway. But yes, that's what we're going to do tonight. Now, there is other stuff to talk about. We're not just going to do a top 10 movies tonight. So there's other stuff. There's been plenty of things going on. This is the Week in Geek podcast, so there's going to be other topics of conversation. What's up, firefighter? Who's being quiet? And either that or his microphone's not working. I don't know. Anyway, firefighter is here, who has not been on the show for fucking forever, I think.
But if he's here, who's going to fight the fires?
Sounds about right.
There you go. Hey, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I had to
The fires
deal
can
with
put
a
themselves
little settings issue.
Okay.
The fire escape firefighter coming, they're like, nope, not messing with that guy.
Well, I wanted to make sure the firefighter got a link in case he could make it, because I think last year's top 10 might have been the last time you were on the fucking show.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, but we're here. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about some different things going on in the world. I've got one thing I want to. Well, before we get to the top 10, because we're gonna save. That's the meat of the show. We're saving that. We're not just gonna there's got to be foreplay involved in this. Okay. You can't just blow your load right off the bat. That's not how this works.
Oh, wait,
So-
Duke's here. Now we can do the foreplay.
Duke's here, which means he's going to fall asleep during the foreplay before we get to the actual banging.
Go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna fall asleep.
Are you sure about that?
Uh-huh.
Are you sure
That's
about
what they
that?
all say.
You sure about that?
Says
I'm-
Duke until Bigfoot peers through his studio window with the lube.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, I'm here. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got my list together. I did my homework. I saw your message
Okay.
hours ago.
Well, as I was saying before you showed up, we're not jumping right into the top 10. We
Good.
got some other things to talk about.
Good.
But we are going to look at some stuff here. I
I only have a
have
top
a
8.
share screen open here somewhere. Where is it? Why is it not showing up for me? There it is. Is that it? No, that's not it. Where's my shit? Why doesn't my shit show up when I want it to show up?
They changed the branding to media.
There we go. I want my media player to show up because we're gonna do. It's also in the trailer in addition to top 10 movies. We're gonna do a trailer breakdown on the new Superman. Our likes, our dislikes, our overall feel for the trailer. I'm doing this because I'm a huge Superman fan.
You ain't the only
I
one.
assume almost everyone is at this point. I mean, who didn't grow up with Superman in one way, shape, or form? Whether you didn't read comics, maybe you watched the movies from the 70s and 80s, maybe you watched Lois and Clark as a kid, maybe you watched Smallville, maybe you're a freaking fetus and you grew up with, I don't know, Zack Snyder's movies. Whatever it is, everybody grew up with Superman in some way, shape, or form.
Superman the animated series was mine.
Christopher Reeves was mine.
Yeah. So,
Superman animated series for sure. For me was a start, and then it went into comics.
yeah. So we all grew up with Superman. He's kind of the titular hero of whatever, right? I'm sorry. Batman sucks. Superman's better than Batman. Superman's been around longer than Batman. Slightly.
Batman's still smarter.
No.
Nope.
No.
Yes.
That's a mischaracterization. That's some stupid writers that were like, Batman can beat anybody with proper planning time. Shut the fuck up.
Good. Thank you,
Shut
writers. Thank you, writers.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Oh, if you can't tell, I never really cared about Superman. I hated Superman.
That is blasphemy, sir.
Yeah.
Straight, unadulterated blasphemy. Look, we're gonna show bits and pieces. I can't just play this trailer. I would love to, but I can't. Okay, YouTube is full of shit, and even though we're literally sitting here actively, like going over and reviewing a thing and promoting it, they don't like it when you show this shit on a live stream. They don't mind if you upload a trailer on your channel as long as you don't try to monetize it. But they don't like if you play it on a live stream. So we got to do this very carefully here. But just for a visual representation whilst we talk about it. So anyway, are we ready? Of course we're ready. Of course we are. Duke, have you even seen this trailer yet, Duke? Or have you been sleeping?
Listen here, motherfucker. I watched this trailer like 3 times. I was thinking about you. I couldn't wait to talk to you about it.
Okay. Does it make a difference if you change the speed? Or this?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
Oh, first of all, I do like your Venom sweatshirt. I'm a big fan.
Oh, thank you. I bought 2 of them. It's my new favorite shirt. They had them on sale at Walmart for like $19.
Really?
Yes. So I picked up 2 of them. They got a Deadpool one too that I want to go pick up. So I love it. It's awesome. I was wearing the other one last night. I might go pick up another one just so that I can always have one in rotation. I like it. It's like the only time I got like 2 months to wear shit like this before it just gets too hot and I can't anymore. So I got like December and maybe January to like wear sweatshirts and hoodies and shit. I gotta take advantage of it while I can. Huh?
Where you live at, I'm surprised you can get 2 months.
Yeah, and that's pushing it, honestly. That 2 months is pushing it. But like, yeah, if I tried to wear something like this any other time of the year in my office, I'd be sweating. Can't do it. But right now, it's not bad. It's
well,
in the 50s outside,
it makes you feel better.
Cooler.
It is currently 20 degrees in Northeast Ohio.
Fuck you.
It's like 60 in South Dakota right now.
Currently 20 degrees in Chicago.
29 here.
All of you people that get cold weather, y'all can all go fuck yourselves.
27 here.
Hey,
fuck you.
I hate it. How about I'd rather have Matt's weather.
Fuck you. Anyway,
I'd rather have Texas weather.
I'll switch with you. You send that shit down here. I'll send this fucking hot swamp ass fucking bullshit all the time. Fucking $800 electricity bill from like fucking April to October. Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, it's
the
not like
most entertaining
screams
was when Matt's air conditioner was out.
Dude, I was dude, when that happened, when my AC went out, it went out for what, like 7-8 days before they finally were able to get the new AC in and all that shit. Dude, I was pissed all the fucking time. I was just angry.
That was Matt's Spider-Man black suit arc.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like walking outside and just having snot just run from my nose. Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love that shit. I love that shit. cold weather, snow, sleet, ice. Oh, it's awesome.
Well,
Anyway.
the funny thing is I got snow right now, and they're saying by Christmas Day it's gonna be gone.
Yeah, almost bust my ass on the front porch going down the stairs. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Duke, my wife was talking about you the other day.
Uh-oh, what's up?
She was like, you know what? I think it's time. Just tell Duke that we're just moving to Michigan.
Yes. Actually, we got to talk about that. There is some opportunities for you, my friend.
He was like,
Anyways.
she was like, I'm real fucking tired of Texas. Well, not Texas, South Texas. She's like, I want to move somewhere cold. Tell Duke we're coming. And I was like, oh, okay.
I'll make room.
All right.
Now. Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Superman trailer. So we've got it here. And again, we're going to play it in little bits and pieces because we can't play the whole thing. So we get this whole intro part. I'm going to mute it because there's really, maybe cutting the sound will help with the stuff. We don't really need to see.
Well, I've seen people react to the trailer. They've been showing the whole footage to not get copyrighted.
It's not on a live chat though. Live chats are different.
Oh, okay.
Live chats are very different.
Just do like
just ask Megatron with live
and do screenshots. You know what I mean? Like do like every 10 seconds, and we just like, you know what I mean? That would that help? Yeah.
You can play a few seconds of something at a time and kind of go from there. But one thing I will say, I dug the music of the trailer. They like reworked John Williams' score just very lightly. They reworked it. Just for the trailer. I don't know if it's going to be in the movie. I assume if you're going to put it in the trailer, you put some kind of ode to it in the movie itself, but they got the score in there. One thing I did hear about it is there was I guess, I don't know if it was James Gunn himself or just during the marketing of the movie, but they put out there like, look, this is not going to be a typical James Gunn movie. There's no songs in the movie. It's just being scored, which is unusual for James Gunn because he loves to just take songs and put them in movies. Like that's what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what he's done with a bunch of his movies. This is just going to be an actual dedicated score for the movie. So a little bit of an unusual thing for him there. Anyway, so we get the beginning of the trailer. Superman crashing into fucking North Pole or where the fuck he's at. Wherever the Fortress of Solitude is, basically what this is. I fucking hate this costume.
Yes.
There is no angle in which this costume looks good. That costume looks just dumb. And here's the thing. I've seen pictures of this dude while he was working out getting huge for this fucking movie. And that costume is doing him no fucking favors. Nope. Because he is a big dude. He's like 6'4". He's a big dude and he got huge and ripped. And that costume just looks baggy and dumpy, and I don't know who the costume designer was for this movie, but that's my biggest issue watching this trailer is all the costumes look ridiculous. Well, except for Mr. Terrific's. Mr. Terrific's looks pretty good.
Maybe they're working in the angle that his mom made the costume for him this time.
I mean,
I don't know. It looks like, you know what it kind of looks like if you actually like just don't focus on the cape and the S, but just look at like the lines and stuff they put into the suit and the shoulder. It looks kind of like they recolored a freaking that Guardians of the Galaxy uniform from Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
Damn it, I see it.
And stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see it.
Kind of what it looks like. I mean, I know it's not, but that's kind of like, I don't know. Which worked for the Guardians of the Galaxy uniforms that they were wearing. It does not work for Superman's uniform. Anyway, so...
Oh, Duke says he's back.
Oh, he left?
Yeah, I lost power for a second. I did it. It was my fault.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm good.
Did somebody go out and cut your line again?
No, but
That was Bigfoot.
No, I'm all better now.
All right. Anyway, so I don't like the costume, but we'll move on past that. So we get this. We get a nice dorky looking Superman. That's kind of a throwback to the Chris Reeves days. Overly dorky looking. Because I feel like it was I used to read a lot of the 60s and 70s comics, and Clark Kent didn't look like a straight dork in the comics.
No, he was
You know what I
actually
mean?
he was pretty dapper.
Yeah, he was just like a guy in a suit, hair slicked back, glasses, that kind of thing. It was really the Chris Reeves stuff that kind of gave the more bumbling, dorky look to Superman. So we're getting a throwback to that, which I don't mind. I don't really have much of a problem with like the whole like definitely drawing a clear divide between the two people he's pretending to be, essentially. Is what it is. Don't have a problem with that, but we're getting a clear difference in just how he looks from one character to the next. This scene right here, I think this is it in the trailer, where he whistles and Crypto shows up. Fucking awesome. I love that shit.
Yeah, that one I didn't expect. I was like, oh damn.
I had heard Crypto was going to be in the movie. All right, I'd heard that. But I didn't know, like, in what capacity or anything like that. I'll go back just a little bit. I guess I thought it was going to show the Crypto thing, but it's not yet.
Daily Planet looks really good.
The what?
The Daily Planet looks really good.
Daily Planet looks good.
I have high hopes for Lois.
I wanted to mention one thing. It's very similar in design-wise to Superman Returns. If you go back to the wide open shot of the actual interior of the building, like Barry's office.
Yeah, well, because in Superman Returns for Daily Planet, they use lots of darker earth tones and wood and things like that for the Daily Planet, which they didn't do in Man of Steel. They didn't do in the original Superman movies with Chris Reeves. Because those were like glass rooms and white and all that kind of stuff. So yes, you're right, because they're using lots of like dark tones and wood desks and wood paneling and things like that. The bronze Daily Planet statue and all that kind of stuff, which is the same thing Superman Returns did. I will say this chick right here, I only know her from Marvelous Miss Maisel. However, I think from what I have seen, she's a good choice. She's a good actress. Like I said, I only know her the one thing, but I think she was a good choice for Lois Lane. So I dig. In fact, I dig the casting all across the board on the movie, with one exception, which we'll get to here in just a minute. But
well, to your casting point, you have to give James Gunn credit for casting young people, so they can continue as these characters for longevity. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree. We're getting that's a interesting choice here. I like this actor right here. Never would have thought of him as Jonathan Kent though.
Yeah,
is that Otis?
Yeah, that's Otis
from Walking Dead.
Yes, he was Otis in Walking Dead. He's
nice.
A well-known actor. He's been in a bunch of other stuff too. But yes.
I still think he's a horrible choice for Pa Kent.
It's a weird one. I think he's a good actor. I've liked him.
Yeah,
the first thing I remember seeing him was remember when he was in Identity back in the 2000s?
He's been in so much stuff.
He's been in a ton of shit. I think he's a really good actor. Not who I would have picked, but he's a good actor, so I'm willing to give it a chance. I mean, he's probably good in the movie.
Let's be positive here. From this shot, at least
I'm gonna be positive about nothing.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, at least he doesn't die like Pa Kent did in Man of Steel, where just stands
that we know of. And second, shut your mouth. Don't ever disparage Man of Steel if you ever want to be on the show.
I like Man of Steel.
I'm better.
I'm just saying it was kind of silly of Clark not saving his dad in that movie.
Never watched it.
That's a paddling. I would agree that was a horrible way to do it because the whole heart attack thing.
Come on, we all are agreeing.
The heart attack thing was
kill him off. A heart attack was better.
Man, I wasn't just talking.
Yeah,
crazy.
Let's not interrupt.
Yeah, so the whole thing with the heart attack thing was, like, as strong as he was, he still couldn't do anything to stop him from dying. That was like the whole trademark thing for Superman. So I always liked that part, but I get it. But I kind of like this. Do you guys like the way it looks? I feel like it has a good look.
I do. It's very bright, non-saturated. Which
Yeah.
Man of Steel was a very dark, saturated cinematography, which fit with the style of the movie.
But yes,
If this is supposed to be a more like uplifting, hopeful movie, that what they're going with here, it works really well.
yeah, I just think that DC thought that their stuff had to be darker all the time, and I think
I
that
don't
has
know.
been weird.
I don't know why they did that, because
Zack Snyder.
whether you like, if you watch, like, go back to before DC started doing stuff with Man of Steel, right? Their most popular stuff was their animated stuff, and whether you're watching Justice League Unlimited or Justice League or Adventures of Superman or whatever, it was always bright and hopeful.
Yes,
And a lot of their characters, whether it be Wonder Woman or Superman or just the Justice League in general or whatever, in the comics were also very bright and hopeful. One of their biggest comics in the 80s and 90s was the Justice League International, which was a very bright, hopeful, kind of goofy book. So I don't know why. I think they did it because they were afraid that if they didn't, they would be accused of just copying what Marvel was doing. Because if you remember, Marvel was also, the MCU movies, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, like all these movies, first Avengers movies, the first couple of phases of Marvel were very hopeful and uplifting, And so I think maybe they were afraid. They're like, well, we have to go in a very different tone, which again, I love Man of Steel. It's one of my favorite comic book movies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they went really, really, dark, and not just in tone, but like literally dark when it came to like cinematography and shit.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But I'm down for a more uplifting, especially with Superman. Like, Superman is one of those characters. Like, yeah, a Batman movie, I understand. You can make it dark and gritty and that kind of thing. That's who Batman is as a character. But if you're gonna, if you're doing Superman or Wonder Woman, you know what I mean? Same thing with Marvel characters like Captain America and Spider-Man. You know what I mean? These are brighter, more uplifting, hopeful characters that usually have storylines that fit that motif. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So anyway, I point blank, yes, I do. I like the brightness of this trailer. I like how it looks bright and hopeful and open, even in scenes like this, where Superman's gotten the shit kicked out of him. Like, it's very bright and the colors pop and it's not all muted tones and things like that. I love this scene right here. As soon as he whistled, I was like, holy shit, it's Krypto. And I had not seen a picture of Krypto. But very recently, if you watch shows like Titans, or if you watch the Teen Titans, what did they call it?
Young Justice.
Young Justice, thank you. Or if you go back in like the last 20 years or so, every time they've thrown Krypto into anything, right, they depict him as some like big German shepherdy, wolfy type dog. And in the comics originally, he was just a regular like white mutt looking dog. You know what I mean? He was in the Superboy comics all throughout the 1960s, which I read all those. I grew up on those comics. And so he wasn't like some big, magnificent looking fucking dog, right? Like, he was kind of a mutt, basically,
That's what he looked like in his own show, Krypto.
Yeah, he was just kind of a mutt. And this look for Krypto, I fucking love it. I love this.
Looks like a schnauzer.
He just looks like it looks kind of like a terrier mix mutt. Which I'm down with completely. I think that's great. Make Krypto kind of like, again, when you see this right here and how Krypto's reacting and jumping around and licking him and stuff like that, that gives me like old school Superboy vibes, which is what I want from the Krypto Clark relationship. You know what I mean? Like, this is his childhood dog who he needs help from right now. This is a very Lassie moment. Clark's fell down the well? What? That kind of shit. I love that. That's old school fucking vibes for me, which I dig a lot. So I like this scene where he's just like, take me home. And Crypto's like, all right, let's go. You know, that's a great scene right there. Nice save. Again, hate the costume. Nicholas Hoult looks great as Lex Luthor. He also kind of looks like Hitman, but but that's what Lex Luthor looks like. Nicholas Hoult, this dude's a good actor. I think the first thing that caught my attention he was in, I know he's been in other stuff because he's been acting since he was like 8 years old, but first thing I remember him from was Warm Bodies, which is a great zombie movie. Love that movie.
Well, he was also in X-Men.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware that the biggest thing he's ever done was the X-Men movies. He was also awesome in that Dracula movie last year. What was it?
Renfield.
Oh, he was fucking great in that. I like Nicholas Hoult a lot. He's a good actor. I think he's going to make a great Lex Luthor. And he looks like the writing's there. I think acting wise, he can do it as long as it's good writing.
And he actually looks intimidating like Lex should.
Yes. He doesn't look like
Jesse Eisenberg.
Ugh. What a horrible fucking choice, man.
But what's with the Peacemaker?
If you were looking at like worst castings of a character, you probably couldn't get no worse than Eisenberg as Lex.
That was awful. So yeah, we get Lex. Lex looks great. Superman punching his way out of something. This is a great scene where the kid starts like whispering for Superman. Even stuff like that, where like shit's going down and obviously the city's mad at Superman for something, you still get the nice, bright, hopeful vibe of the scene, even though obviously this is a down point in the movie.
Yeah, I think it's just the color is right.
Yes.
That was actually footage from. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I think it's just overall like the color of the whole shot, like the filter on the camera. That's what is appealing to the eye. I think it's going to speak to the tone of the movie, like you're talking about, Matt. But like, this is what I want. A lot of the other DC stuff, I feel like it's struggled to find its place, and stuff like this gives me some hope that we really could like branch into a whole new era of really good DC, unlike what we've had in the past like 10 plus years, like I don't know, 15 years now, where like in Marvel, which just has been enjoyable. I think we've got to. I think this is
it was enjoyable to a point.
That's what I mean.
But yeah,
I want to go into a little bit about the suit. I think that this is his first suit that he gets throughout the film, and then he gets into a more classic costume in the end, without the collar and everything else and all the texture. He'll go that. You know what this reminds me of?
Maybe, and there may be a perfectly reasonable explanation for the suit. And it may get explained and all that. That's fine. That still does not change the fact that I hate this suit.
Yeah, I know. But I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of how McFarlane does Superman.
Oh, God, yes. Thank you for reminding me why I hate this suit.
It reminds me of the night. Yeah, it's like the night. To me, it's the 1940s.
The collar and everything
Superman.
makes it similar to New 52. The collar and everything, and the cuffs.
No, it's a mash of several different like looks that Superman's had in the comics and things like that. And it like has taken the worst aspects of many of his costumes and put them together. It's just not good. But just this shot right here, this is obviously a down scene where things are just like fucking not going well. But yet, and even as small as Superman is in this shot, it pops. And that color, again, really like when you're talking about tone and color and cinematography, you can have a scene, a depressing scene that still has hope.
Oh! I recognize the building in the background. This is one of the scenes they filmed in Cleveland.
Oh Lord. Okay. Cleveland is Metropolis now?
Apparently.
Okay.
That can't be because Ohio. Well, actually, that makes sense because Ohio's not real. Metropolis isn't real.
It's true.
You know what? Go fuck yourself.
All right. Okay, wait, hold on. I got to go back here.
Just push the 10%. The 10 seconds.
That is fucking awful. And this is my biggest problem with the entire trailer.
And you can see Hawker on the back. How she looks.
So first of all, Okay, let's go over everything.
The
Nathan
70s
Fillion,
Vulcan.
I love Nathan Fillion. He's a great actor. He's a fun actor. He adds usually whenever he's in something, he adds joy to whatever stuff he's in. Holy shit, was he the wrong casting for Guy Gardner? Holy hell, is that haircut fucking awful? And Jesus Christ, is that goddamn costume an abomination?
Yeah.
Yes.
There is nothing good about that.
It makes
at all.
no sense. A Green Lantern would not be wearing a Green Lantern uniform.
No.
He's wearing a Ted Kord outfit.
Yes.
It is. Hot Girl's wearing it too. So they're on the
So
same
it makes zero sense him being a Green Lantern. No,
It does.
They could have had a little justification if it was during the time when he had the yellow ring, because he wore just his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention,
blonde.
Guy Gardner is basically the atypical meathead jock.
Yep.
Even in his GL uniform, it's a Letterman jacket.
And he's got red hair, not blonde.
Yeah.
Looks like Uncle Fester. Like
It does
in the
look like
Addams
Uncle
Family
Fester.
movies.
Yep.
It's-
Or Jim Carrey from the Dumb and Dumber movies.
Yep.
Yeah. Lloyd.
Yeah, this is the thing I hate most about this trailer, because you've taken an actor I love in a lot of stuff and just put him in the wrong role and made him appear ridiculous. Now, maybe in the movie, it all makes sense. I have no idea.
Now,
But
I have seen a habit, though, of James Gunn doing. He will cast Nathan Fillion in almost every movie and make him look stupid or ridiculous. He is in every Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's been like several other. He was in the Suicide Squad movie. He's always made to look ridiculous, or he kills them off, or whatever. So, is this part of that? The gag?
Part of this stick.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I don't know.
It's part of the game.
We'll
You gotta get with it.
we'll see, I guess. But yeah, I mean, going back to Hawk Girl, I mean, other than the colors, I guess the costume's fine. She's supposed to be a part of Team Cord. Helmet looks good. Looks like Hawk Girl. That's a good scene. There's him fighting the kaiju. Don't know what that was there in the back.
It looks kind of like the sun creature from what's it called? All-Star Superman.
Let's see. Why is it not playing all of a sudden? There we go. Well, apparently the
It really wanted you to see Guy Gardner again.
there we go. Yeah, I don't know what this is. He doesn't seem very concerned about it at the moment.
Well,
Whatever it is.
Funny thing is, I wanted to mention this. Remember when James Gunn revealed the suit? This was the shot that he used to reveal
Yes.
the suit,
Mhm.
and that was in the background of the photo.
But here's the thing, though. But in that photo, it wasn't nighttime; it was daytime.
The creature, what you were talking to, I think it was Solaris, the sun.
Yeah.
The
Or
artificial
that could be
computer.
Starro.
Maybe it can't be Starro.
It can't be Starro. We've already seen Starro.
Yeah,
Because
didn't
he's
look like
keeping
that.
everything he's done as in canon.
Yeah.
He's keeping the Suicide Squads. He's keeping the Peacemaker. All that is canon in the new DCU.
Yeah.
Really?
So I don't know what this is, but it may not be like a quote unquote immediate threat or necessarily a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because again,
it could be, but
I mean, it could be. it could be
vagina is
something-
first.
What
Then-
I'm thinking is maybe it's something like Lex set up a new power source in the city, and the people love it. And ultimately, it's a bad thing, but in the meantime, it's like operating over the city. I don't know, because again, we've seen shots of it there during the day. Here's a shot of it at night, and he doesn't seem like that concerned with stopping it if it was like destroying the city. You know what I mean?
Well,
What
it
could
could
be
be still
happening
like a
right
James
now?
Gunn style. You know how like there's mass destruction going on in the background, and like the characters are just acting normal.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I will make. Imagine if this is the end of the movie. Like this is the end of the movie after the movie's over. This is the end of it before it fades to black. Right here, this. We're there together in the apartment.
no, something's going on, and it's happening simultaneously, and then
I could see this
is
be the end of the movie.
Oh my gosh!
Like we go
They're-
through the entire day of him, getting beat up, everything in Metropolis with Crypto, and it ends here at night. This right here.
What were you saying, Duke?
Yeah, I was talking. Thanks, man. So what I think is going on is that he's having a conversation, and this happens, and this is like a split second before they both look. Because I think it's something crazy, or it's something what you said, which is just normal going on. But I think it's a cool scene. But there's no way that there's anything. He's relaxed. They're just talking. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, George is leaving a comment in the chat, which I've seen before, which is Superman's costume was made for kids to like him, so his costume is based off of a wrestler. I've seen that floating around the internet. That I don't know if that came from James Gunn, maybe. And so they're going to work that into the movie that the reason his costume is a little goofy is because somebody told him you have to have a costume that doesn't, that appeals to children and doesn't scare kids and, or something like that. I've heard that's been a rumor floating around the internet since this trailer went live. So I don't know if that's true, and that's going to be in the movie.
That would actually make sense because the origins of the strongman costume.
What is your favorite, Matt? What is your favorite rendition of the costume? What is
as far as movies go?
Anything visual. Give me something to look at.
I mean, just the classic costume from the comics, like the stuff I grew up reading. Specifically, I think when John Byrne drew him in the 80s, is kind of my titular look for Superman. Now that being said,
let me look it up.
I would say, if you look up John Byrne from the 80s. Now that being said, in movie form, I think the best costume we've ever gotten was in possibly one of the worst Superman movies, which was Superman Returns. The Brandon Routh suit, I thought was really well done. It was a great modern movie adaptation. While not bright enough, I would have liked to seen the red be brighter in that suit. But the overall cut of the suit, the fact that it still had the trunks, I thought that was a great looking movie suit.
Okay, I'll have to agree with you on that. I think that's peak for me.
Yeah, the movie was awful. The movie was awful, but Brandon Routh was a great choice for Superman, and that costume was beautifully done.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna agree with you on that. That is peak. That's okay. Cool.
Yeah, the biggest issues with that costume was the shield was too small, and like you said, that was one of the biggest complaints too. The red needed to be more saturated.
Yeah, the red was just a darker toned red, and if it had been a brighter red, it would have been like a perfect costume. So anyway, all right, what do we got here? We're making out with Lois. That's now. So this scene here. So I think this is what we're about to see here is all the precursor to what we see at the beginning of the trailer, right? Which is him getting knocked into, the snow. So obviously something's going down here at the Fortress of Solitude. He's in the middle of a fight. That's one of his droids from the Fortress of Solitude that watches the place for him. And then you'll see in a minute he gets into a fight with what people are assuming, because I got no other name for it, is Ultraman. The guy in a totally black costume with a mask on that's all black, but there's a silver U on his chest. Is that Ultraman or is that somebody else? We don't know, but because of the U on his chest, people are calling him Ultraman. I believe that's who he's fighting with here, and you'll see some
and
clips.
The suit is different.
Let me go right at it.
Right, and the suit is different in that frame.
That's Metamorpho for DC Comics fans. That's our one single shot of Metamorpho. I don't know how big of a role he has in the movie. And I'll be honest. I mean, I know who Metamorpho was. I didn't read a lot of comics with him in it back in the day, but that's who that is. Another Lex Luthor, pissed off, mad. Again, I think he's going to make a great Lex Luthor.
He looks so good right there.
Yeah. We got Superman pushing something off of another building. That great, more crypto. Love that. And then there's our. Here's our. So we've got Superman again fighting whoever this dude is in black. First, you see him; they're fighting in a stadium, and then it looks like he's breaking shit up at the Fortress of Solitude. Oh, Mr. Terrific. His costume looks good. Mr. Terrific's costume looks good, but I think that's because his
it's not
costume
hard to mess up
already
his
lends itself.
costume.
Yeah, well, his costume already lent itself, if you read the comics, to what they're doing with the style in this, in this movie.
Black and white.
Yeah. Okay. Fire. Where's the scene of them? Well, oh yeah, whatever. Anyway, there is a scene in here. I may have passed it of the dude in black busting through what looks like a wall in a giant white crystal room. Where is it?
Oh, maybe
Right there.
Yeah, there you
Right
go.
before the.
So again, I don't know. I don't know what, who kicked the shit out of Superman in the Fortress of Solitude, but obviously somebody does. At this point, I'm guessing Ultraman, but who knows? It could be Lex in his power armor, because that was another thing. Let me see if we can find. Where's that clip of them in that other country where the kid's holding up the flag? Where's that one? Because it shows some dudes. You have to pause it just right. But it shows some dudes in armor that is clearly from a shot I've seen. Where is it? It's in the trailer somewhere. But it shows some dudes in armor, presumably in that country in the desert, and their army, their armor is purple and green, like Lex's power suit. It's like a purple undersuit with green like armor panels on it. And I saw somebody posting the still from the trailer in online and looking at it. So do those dudes work for Lex, and does that show that he does have power armor technology? Maybe he's the one kicking the shit out of Superman. All right, so point blank for me, and then I want to get all you guys' opinions. Point blank for me, I hate the costumes in the trailer, and I think Nathan Fillion was horribly cast. However, I like the vibe of the trailer. I in general, I liked the feel that we're getting with this movie. So overall, I like it, but the costumes are just ridiculous. That I don't know. And again, maybe there'll be some justification for it in the trailers or in the movie, and I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. But for the meantime, I hate those costumes. What do y'all think?
Yeah. He doesn't have a good. For me personally, I don't like his track record with DC. They haven't much liked anything he's done. So I will see it because I'm a huge Superman fan. But like you said, too, the costumes are awful.
Yeah.
I don't know why he made Guy Gardner look so stupid. He hasn't had a bowl cut in the comics for over 30 years.
Yeah. It was JLI, right? Justice League International was the last time he had that cut.
When he in Doomsday stomped a mud hole in his ass and he lost the power ring. That's about the last time he had the bowl cut.
Well, I actually like it. I like his costume. I don't agree with how critical you are of it. I think it looks better. The other characters, though, I won't comment on because I just don't know the universe as well. But I do like the tone. I think that the tone has made me like his costume more than you.
Maybe, yeah.
That's my. I don't know. They're doing well here. Like, look at this shot right here. This is planned. Like, look at that girl in yellow to the right, and then to the left, and then like the darker tones that then matches. Like, this is done by some real good artist that's gone beyond just okay, give me some extras. So I don't know, but I'm more hopeful than not with this whole thing.
Well, I'm definitely, like I said, I am hopeful. This trailer has got me looking forward to the movie. I'm very picky about my Superman, and I would say if this costume didn't look baggy on him, it would probably look a lot better. I would be much more forgiving of like the panel lines and the collar and that kind of stuff. if it didn't look like it was a baggy costume.
Like it
when
wasn't
you look
made
at
for him. Yeah.
You know what the suit reminds me of? In Back to the Future 2 when Michael J. Fox didn't hit the auto fit on his jacket.
like the costume looks baggy on his legs and around his midsection here.
Oh, that's true. It kind of looks
You know
like
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it
doesn't.
definitely does.
And that I think that's the thing that bugs me the most. So maybe if it was more form fitting, even with the different panel lines and stuff like that, I'd be like, okay, you know. So it just I mean, look at the way his trunks are kind of folded up on each other because they're so baggy. You know what I mean? It looks like he's got a pair of gym shorts on over his costume.
Gym shorts is exactly what it looks like PT shorts from the
Yeah.
60s.
Yeah, exactly.
I think one of the things that bugs me about the costume, probably more than anything, is the color shade of blue. I have never been a fan of the powder blue suit costume. I like the darker blue from the 90s.
Mhm.
But the
colors
funny
don't
thing
bother me.
about his suit is you can see where each different version of Superman is reflected in it. The shield, Kingdom Come. The way the cape attaches, New 52. The trunks, Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Again, in general, I liked the trailer. In general, I liked the trailer. I've watched it several times. I enjoy it. It's just I'm nitpicking, granted, but those are my things. Let me see here. Got a super chat from Definitely Not a Fed Boy says they need to bring back Henry Cavill. It's not going to happen.
Nope.
I wanted that more than anybody, but it's just not going to happen.
They have to get discount Henry Cavill like his younger brother. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Okay. I agree with all your points, Matt, about the costume. And I do agree that it should have been a lot more like tight, like it should not be baggy at all. But I think in the end of the film, he is going to get a different suit that's going to look way better, but they're still going to keep the symbol like on the back of his cape and on his chest. That's going to be the mainstay Superman symbol moving forward.
I just hate the red shorts.
No, I like the red
I
shirt.
hate it. Hate it.
I don't mind red trunks as far as for the costume. I just don't like those.
They're short. Those are shorts. That's the problem. They're not trunks. They're shorts.
Right.
Yes.
But
Boxers.
I like the trailer. It's a lot more colorful.
Who
And
wears
it-
short shorts?
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace from what we've gotten with the live action DC movies in the past few years, which is nice. And I like that it's colorful, and again, it is hopeful. So I'm giving it a chance to hope. I think we're all agreeing we're giving it a shot, and hopefully it does well.
Yes, I hope it. I want it to be a good movie. I always want comic book movies and superhero movies to be good movies. I want every movie that comes out to be something I enjoy watching. That would be awesome.
Because we can go by all the aesthetics, the shots, everything we see in the trailer, and yes, there's a way they can polish it up and make it look as pretty as they need to. But how is the actual acting? Like, we can watch these actors in different stuff, but remember, an actor is only as good as the writing and the director. An actor can only do so much with what they're given.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Again,
no. A good actor can make.
No, I have seen good actors.
No. Good actors can make shit good. Look what Anthony Hopkins did in Rebel Moon. The only person who actually tried in that movie, and every time he spoke, it was masterful, and the rest of the movie was just pure dog shit.
Yeah, I give you that one.
A good actor can turn shit good.
But most time there are actors who are really good that can't save a film, no matter how hard they try. So I mean,
like
he saved the film. Talking about what he did in the movie was good.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree with that. I agree with it.
Or you have the case of the Green Lantern movie where it was a bad director, bad script, perfectly cast person to play Hal Jordan, but
I will argue the fact that the perfect person Hal Jordan, he should have been. Now Ryan Reynolds would have made a perfect Guy Gardner.
He would have. I could see him be Guy Gardner, Ryan Reynolds.
As Hal Jordan, I never liked him as Hal Jordan because he's too jokey and he does every
If
role.
you had back in, what was that, 2008, 2009, if you had if you had Ryan Reynolds as Guy Gardner and Nathan Fillion as Hal Jordan in like a team up movie.
Yes.
Because that was like at that time, Nathan Fillion was perfect as Hal Jordan.
Yep.
He was the right age and everything. That would have been great. Have the two of them.
What they should have done, but close to that time, they did that anime movie First Flight.
Yeah.
That's what they should have done in live action. Where they find out Sinestro is the bad guy.
Can you imagine, like 2009 era? You got Ryan Reynolds as Guy Gardner, you got Nathan Fillion as Hal Jordan, and Idris Elba as Jon Stewart.
Oh man,
dude, that's a fucking great movie. That's a great movie, right? That's great casting.
Yeah.
Who gets cast as the best Green Lantern? Kyle Rayner.
Yeah.
Any piece of shit they pick up off the floor, nobody gives a crap about Kyle Rayner.
Kyle's one of my favorite Green Lanterns too.
Yeah.
Green
Lantern came out.
I don't have anything against Kyle Rayner, but to me he was just like a replacement character.
Kyle Rayner was the first Green Lantern I saw because he was on Superman. Yeah, I
remember he was on Superman. Yeah,
he was the core for a long time. He was the only Green Lantern. The core was destroyed when Hal went crazy.
Went Parallax after Doomsday and just.
Yep. I hate the retcon of Parallax, where it was like an entity that was controlling Hal. It destroyed the entire like redemption arc and everything. It's like, oh, he's just being controlled.
Yeah.
The Green Lantern came out
by giant space parasite.
Yeah.
Then they put that in the freaking movie. It's like,
well, in general, I like the trailer. I got some issues with some costumes and stuff, but in general, I like the trailer. It makes me want to go see the movie, and that's what a trailer is supposed to do. I hope the movie's good. It may suck. Who knows? It may be a dog shit movie. I don't know.
Can I mention one thing about Guy Gardner's costume?
Sure.
They could have done his suit because it did need to be CGI. Like they could have given him a full spandex suit, give him the overlay coat, and it would have been fine. Unlike in the 2011 Green Lantern movie where they did complete CGI for everybody's suits.
Turned out great.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say.
All right. Okay, so now it's time to get to some meat of the show. We're going to do our top 10 movies of 2024. All right. Now, the way this is going to work is we're each going to give our number 10, and we're going to go do our number 9s, then our number 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's how we're going to do this.
Well, I got to start at 8 since I didn't watch 10 movies this year.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
And my list doesn't make these great movies. These are the 8 movies I watched. I ranked them.
Well, my top 6 are of movies I only got to go see, so.
Well, how you got stuff on the list if you haven't seen them?
Based on knowledge of friends who went to go see them once on the lower parts of the list.
So you're lying.
We need to recommend to everybody the website that we use so we can watch movies.
I got access to the website. I still just didn't watch them.
Well. All right, so we're gonna go through. If you have visual representations pulled up, feel free to pop them in there. So that's up to you. Yeah, other than that, we're just going to go through the list, give our top 10s. We're going to start with number 10. I'm just going to go in random orders. And I'm going to keep track of this because this is what we do. So essentially what we do is the more times a movie pops up on somebody's list, the higher ranking it is. So when we're all done, we're going to have essentially a group top 10. Now, I won't do a full group top 10. I will do a probably a group top 5. But that's what we'll do. So every time somebody if there is a specific movie that everybody has on their list, that means essentially it has gotten 10 points, which you can't get more perfect than that. That means it definitely ends up on the list of a collective top 10 as decided by our panel. So it's kind of how it works for anybody that that wants to know. So we will start with Duke. Duke, what do you have for number 10?
Number 10 on my list is Kong X Godzilla, or Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. I didn't see a ton of movies. I like that movie a lot. I'm a sucker for the old stuff, though. So it had some nostalgic feels to it, and I liked it a lot. That's my number 10.
Okay. I like that movie, too. It was so much better than the last one.
It was. That was
Godzilla
why
v. Kong,
I
I was not a fan of. But Godzilla X Kong, much better. Much better. All right. Leo, what's your number 10?
The Union with Marky Mark and Halle Berry.
That was actually a pretty good movie. I liked that movie.
Yep,
I will say
loved
it
it.
didn't make it on my top 10. However, it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it.
I didn't see it.
Let's see. What about you, Sith?
My number 10 is Venom 3.
Controversial choice on this panel, but okay. No,
It's at the bottom of the list.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Jared.
I don't have 10.
Oh, that's right. You don't have. We'll wait till number 8 for that one.
Hey,
JB.
On my list too. So
I put Ricky Stenicki.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it was funny.
It's a formulaic plot, but
One good scene in that whole fucking movie.
no, I watched it twice with my wife. We watched it twice, and even though it is a formulaic, generic movie, it still gave me a good time. I got plenty of laughs out of it. Me and the wife both did. So it's something that I enjoyed as just a normal turn off your brain popcorn flick.
Yeah.
So that's why it's number 10.
And plus, John Cena was great in it.
Oh, he was the star of the show.
Yeah.
Well, John Cena was the only good part of that movie, and in my opinion, the only funny scene in that entire movie is at the very beginning when he's singing all those masturbation songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was genuinely fucking funny.
Mhm.
But anyway, all right, Firefighter.
I do have a number 10,
Okay.
and it's the one I wish I would have gotten a ticket refund for.
Okay.
Twisters.
Why didn't you bother to put it on the list if you don't like it?
This is
Just
top 10.
for that emotional damage factor, man. That and
no damage.
as the chat would say, since my state doesn't exist, because we had 68 tornadoes this year.
All right. All right.
That's because God doesn't want Ohio to exist either.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, that leaves me. My number 10 is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. My number 10. So we're just going to go with that. All right. We're on to our number 9s. Duke, what do you got?
Romulus. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It was a throwback. It wasn't as original as I would have liked. I had some problems with some of that, but overall, still enjoyed it. Aliens getting killed. Who don't like that stuff? So there you go.
Yeah. I liked it too. I didn't think it was like one of the best Aliens movies or anything, but it didn't suck. It was good. I enjoyed it. I did not regret going to the movies to see that. I had a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
best review ever. It didn't suck.
All right, Leo, what do you got for number 9?
It's actually what you have on the screen right now. Is what I
Ghostbusters.
wrote down for number 9. Yep.
All right.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
All right. Sith?
My number 9 was also Aliens Romulus.
All right. It's moving up the list. Definitely not a fed boy. Says, I like twisters, titty twisters.
Twisted Sister.
All right, JB, what do you got for number 9?
Oh, I feel bad. I got a slideshow and everything prepared for tonight, but excuse me, I got arthritis. So, or let's see, number 9 was Furiosa. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. That's the one I went with for number 9.
Furiosa.
I enjoyed it. Chris Hemsworth was a great part in it, but it really was kind of unnecessary in a way.
Yes.
Because I rather would have had a story about Max himself with Tom Hardy, not a prequel or whatever.
Let's say the Bug-Eyed Girl.
Yeah. I'm just being fair. I still enjoyed it, but it's really an unnecessary movie that we did not need.
Most of them.
All right. Sorry, I'm keeping track of everybody's votes, so sometimes I get a little behind. Firefighter, what do you got for number 9?
I don't have a 9.
But you bothered to put a 10.
Yeah, the Twisters deserve that 10.
Okay.
You could have said Ghostbusters right here. That could have been your number 9.
All right, that's fine. All right, my number 9 is going to be Beetlejuice. I thought this was a good, fun throwback to the original Beetlejuice movie. I thought it was a great sequel. It's got lots of nostalgia. It's got most of the original actors except for the one that was a pedophile, which they found a way to write out of the movie. And I thought it was really well done. A lot of fun. Same types of vibes as like Ghostbusters, right? Like I like them for the same reasons. Lots of nostalgia there, continuing a franchise that I like. You know what I mean? Like I enjoyed the movie quite a bit. I thought it was a lot of fun. So Beetlejuice is my number 9. All right, Duke, what's your number 8? Duke fell asleep.
Duke.
I'm just happy.
Did you fall asleep already?
Duke Nukem.
All right, we'll go to Leo. Number 8.
The Fall Guy.
Fall Guy, number 8
for me. Yep.
Fantastic movie. Love that movie so much.
Still haven't
So
watched
good.
it.
I'm just. It's going to be on my list. It's just not there yet.
Right.
It's going to be on my list. All right, Sith.
My number 8 was Prey. The Predator, Hulu Predator
That
movie.
this year? I thought that was
Wait.
last year.
Right. So yeah.
That was this year.
Prey? No, Prey.
According to the website I looked at, it came out this year. So
A different movie called Prey came out this year.
It got re-released this year, but I think it was from summer 2023.
Yeah, it was last year.
well, re-releases count. So
All right.
So that means next year I could claim Revenge of the Sith, right?
Yes. Yes, you can. All right.
Prey was 2022.
was it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, 22?
Yeah.
Well, then make number 8 the Crisis on Infinite Earths trilogy story compilation.
Okay.
It got re-released as a all 3 in 1. So.
Was the Crisis on Infinite Earths this year?
Yes.
Well, shit. Then make those 1 and 2, 10 and 9.
All right. So now we're on to number 8. So Jared, you can jump in.
The Killer's Game.
A very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun with that movie. I don't know. A lot of people have heard of it. It was just a Dave Bautista action movie, but it was
It's
good.
probably the last Dave Bautista action movie.
Yeah, probably. Duke, are you back yet? Dookie. No, he's not back yet. JB?
No.
Where are we at? Number 8?
Number 8.
Okay. Number 8 for me, We Live in Time. My wife really enjoyed that movie. I enjoyed it with her. It was a really great story.
Is that the one with Andrew Garfield in it?
Yes.
I've never seen it, but I think I've heard of it. But
It's a really good drama romantic movie, and she's had me watch it with her a few times, and it actually is a pretty good story.
Okay. Firefighter, number 8.
Number 8 is going to be Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I've never gotten through that movie. Is it good?
It's a slog.
Like I think I've gotten through the first 30, 35 minutes of it, and it was so slow that I never finished it.
Oh,
Should I go back and watch it? Does it get better?
I mean, it's not the best of the franchise.
That's a no.
Yeah, that's a no. I was like, no.
Like,
Yeah.
I paid the $12 to go see it, so I'm like, I ain't leaving.
All right. My number 8 is Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Not only is it a great movie, but it's made even better by the fact that it's a true story. And it's an insanely well done movie. All the casting is great. Love me some Henry Cavill. Does great in the movie.
Well.
Yeah, it didn't do well at all. But I loved it. I thought it was great. I went to the movies to see this thing. And I was very happy that I did. It was a fantastic movie. I had a lot of fun with it. If you haven't watched it, you should check it out because it's good and it's worth it.
Is it the guy on the poster there with the glasses also the guy who plays
Reacher?
Reacher? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Duke, are you back yet?
I am. What are we on?
Jesus Christ.
8.
What's your number 8, sir?
Beverly Hills Cop, my good man.
Axel? Axel F?
Uh-huh.
All right. Great choice. It will be on my list. Just haven't gotten there yet. All right. So now we're on to number 7. And since you missed the first round of number 8, Duke, go ahead and go on with your number 7.
Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. I love every version. There's not a Planet of the Apes movie I don't like. I
Okay.
love every single.
So should I watch it?
Yeah, it was awesome. And
Okay.
fun.
As I like I said, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about it, but I got through like 30 minutes of it, and it was so slow. I just kind of stopped watching.
No, I loved it. I'm picking every single one of those movies I love.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a shot. Leo, what do you got for number 7?
Godzilla Kong, The New Empire.
Godzilla V or X Kong. Sorry, not V
Yeah.
Kong. It was Kong. And like I said, yeah, it was a good, fun movie. I liked it. It was not the best of all those Kong and Godzilla movies. I think my favorite is still Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Yes.
But it was good. I liked it better than Godzilla v Kong. I liked it better than the first Godzilla movie, which is the one that kind of started all those, the 2014 Godzilla. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it. Sith, what do you got for number 7? And now Sith has fallen asleep.
I'm here.
Well,
I'm awake. I said
what do you
Kong.
got for number 7?
I said Kong.
Oh, why? Nobody heard you.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
I didn't either.
I heard me, so that's what matters.
All right, Jared, what do you got for number 7?
Overlord, The Sacred Kingdom.
Oh God.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
It's an anime movie.
Anime.
Ah, okay.
It's like I said, I just realized I watched 10 movies, and that's one of them.
I didn't know they made a movie of that.
It came out this year. I think last month.
No.
JB, number 7.
This one right here, Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Ungentlemanly Warfare. All right. Very good. Very good. Thought that was a great movie. Firefighter.
Well, I gotta play my weeb card here and say Solo Leveling.
I haven't watched it yet.
Solo Leveling?
Right, yeah.
Another
is it
anime.
good? Yes, not anime.
Oh, it's good.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Another anime.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Matt, you watched the trailer and you said you have absolutely no intentions of watching it.
Oh, okay. Did I?
Yeah. I think you watched the trailer for the TV show. And you was like, no.
Okay. I don't remember, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to check out the Solo Leveling show and movie.
Oh, it's good. It is so good.
I like the show. I haven't seen the movie yet.
All right, so my number 7 is going to be Arthur the King. I'm probably the only one that watched this fucking movie. I'm a sucker for a good true story. Like if it's done well. And this is one that was done really well. This is a true story about a dude who's like one of the, I don't even know what they call it when they don't do marathons. I mean, it's a marathon, but like they bike and hike and climb mountains and
Triathlon.
Anyway, I don't know what they did, but this is a true story of a dude and his team who go down to South America and go on like some 450-mile, takes a week trek where they're biking and hiking and doing all this shit. And it's a race. And a dog starts following them, and it's a true story. The dog follows him like the whole 400-something miles. And anyway, this happened back in like the 2000s. It's a true story, and it's a good movie. Like the movie's genuinely good. I liked it a lot. This is a great movie for me. If you haven't seen it, which again, I'm sure nobody but me has watched this fucking movie, you should watch this movie. It's a really good movie.
I feel like this is the sad part of the downfall of cinema, is that we don't get movies like this that we all see. Like The Terminal. Remember that? And Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Like they're nothing crazy, but they're just really good, feel good, just movies. Like The Terminal's a good movie.
Terminal is a great movie. Catch Me If You Can is a movie that I can literally, like if there was a Catch Me If You Can television station where it just played the movie over and over and over again, I could put that station on and just leave the TV on and sit down anytime I get a spare minute and fucking watch parts of that movie. I love that freaking movie. It's amazing. Anyway, that's one of those movies for me that's just endlessly rewatchable, along with stuff like Shawshank Redemption, and there's some other movies out there like that. But, there are some movies that you could just have on, and anytime they're on, I will just sit down and watch them. And if it's ever like, I don't know what to watch, I fucking put on Catch Me If You Can. I can watch the shit out of that movie.
Evil Dead movies, watch those anytime.
Yeah.
I did hear they're going to do like a animated Evil Dead and continue the story.
That'd be cool. I'd love to see that. But anyway, highly recommend this movie. If nobody's watched it, go watch it. All right, so we're on to number 6. Duke, what do you got for number 6?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. All right.
Yep.
Ghostbusters number 6. Where the fuck is that? There we go. I'm trying to mark all these as we put them on. Leo, what do you got for number 6?
I feel like I'm the only one who watched this movie. It's Incoming.
Incoming?
Yeah. It's like a teen rom-com, super bad type of movie.
And who?
I think some no names, if you ask me. Right. It was on Netflix.
Incoming. I'll have to check that out. Was it good?
Yes.
I mean, obviously it's on your list, so it's good. So.
Yes.
No, it's awful.
Was it good? No, it fucking sucked. That's why I put it at number 6.
Wait, this is my top 10 worst movies, right? That's is that what you
I'm gonna check real quick. I'm gonna see if it's on the website.
Yeah, I think that's where I might.
If it's on Netflix, it's probably on the website.
Yeah.
Let me see. Incoming 2024. Okay. I'm gonna mark it off so I can watch that. Yeah. The other one that I watched that you recommended this year to me was the 4:30 movie.
Yeah.
Which didn't make my top 10 or anything, but it was a good movie. I liked it a lot.
Yes, right.
So.
And plus that end, like where it's like the job he works at.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah. I'm like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie. I liked it a lot. All right. Sith, what do you got for number 6?
Number 6 for me is Roadhouse. I fully expected to hate it. I love the originals, and I was very pleasantly surprised.
I completely forgot that movie came out this year. It was not bad. I liked it. You're right. I did like the movie. I still like the original better. However, I did like the movie, and I completely forgot it existed until you just said that.
Have you seen the story about Bill Murray when he's done an interview? Like every time he catches Roadhouse, because he's the doctor lady that Patrick Stewart nails in the movie.
Yeah,
is the wife of a friend of his. So every time the movie's on late at night, he calls his friend up. Hey, Patrick Stewart, give it to your wife. Not Patrick Stewart, Patrick Swayze.
It'd be funnier if it was Patrick Stewart now.
Yeah, even better.
Engaged.
Even better. All right, Jared, what do you got for number 6?
One of your favorite movies this year, Venom.
Venom. Look. Let's be real clear. I was more annoyed that JB kept bringing up Venom in the middle of another conversation than it was about me not liking that movie. Okay.
Did we all start chiming in? That's how pissed you were.
Hey, the venom is strong with us.
Yeah. Well, JB, what do you have for number 6? Venom, I suppose?
Nope. Beetlejuice too.
Beetlejuice.
Yep.
Let's see. Firefighter, number 6.
Axel F.
Axel F. All right. And my number 6, Bad Boys Ride or Die. Don't all applaud at once. Jesus
came out
Christ.
this year.
I fucking love that. I love these. I love all the Bad Boys movies for me are just fucking glorious, fun, stupid Michael Bay action movies. And it's nice. You'll notice a theme on many of the movies here that they're either nostalgic in some way, shape, or form, or they're just good movies that just people decided to make a movie without trying to throw in a bunch of bullshit woke politics into it. And Bad Boys was a little bit of both. It's nostalgia from watching Bad Boys for 30 years almost now at this point, 30 years. And also, it's just a good, fun action movie that's not trying to preach some bullshit political point of view. It's just fun and enjoyable.
The scene with the son-in-law,
oh, dude,
that was it.
That motherfucker was badass. Yes. That scene was fucking awesome.
Right, it was 30 years in waiting.
Yeah.
Yes.
That scene was fucking perfect. That's the best scene in the movie, honestly. That was fucking great. Yep. I love that shit. You been eating my Twinkies?
Right, and then they let him on the barbecue grill at the end.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, dude, that was awesome.
Know what? Yeah.
I hope they do another one, and he plays an even bigger role in the next movie.
I think it should be him and the one who played Will Smith's son.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. They both join the police force. That'd be fucking great, dude. Yeah. All right. Duke, number 5. Duke fucking fell asleep again.
Duke.
God damn it.
Oh, my bad. I was muted. My bad. I was talking. Furiosa. I liked it. I like returning to that world. It was problematic. I agree with the issue, but it's still, I loved it.
To me, I did not hate the movie. However, it was the least good of all the Mad Max movies.
I hate that Tina Turner thing.
Oh, I love Thunderdome. Thunderdome's awesome.
I love Thunderdome.
No, I hate that movie.
And a great soundtrack.
I didn't make part of it because Thunderdome was the first one I ever saw at the movies.
Oh,
I was finally old enough to actually go see a Mad Max movie. Like the first two, while they did come out in my lifetime, I was a fucking baby when the first two came out. You know, baby and a toddler and shit. I was actually old enough to see Thunderdome, and it was like a freaking movie spectacle. So that one always holds a place in my heart. All right, Leo, what do you got for number 5?
Deadpool Wolverine.
At number 5? Really?
Yes.
That speaks volumes right there.
Yeah,
all right. I have a feeling this is going to show up a few more times on people's lists. All right, Sith, what do you got for number 5?
For number 5, I've got Lord of the Rings: War for the Rohirrim.
You know,
I really enjoyed it.
So Duke, you were talking about it last week, and is Duke awake?
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Okay, you were talking about it last week, so I went to watch it because it is on my favorite website in a good HD version, and I think I got 20 minutes into it and I fell asleep.
Okay, so since I will speak to it more. I have since then come down from some excitement and will explain my issues when I give it to you. Talk about it now. I hate that movie. I hate that it exists. I hate that I got excited for it. That was the stupidest movie I've ever seen in my whole life. and I was so angry. I couldn't tell anybody how angry I was, so I had to tell you that I liked it. But I hate that thing so much. If anything didn't need to exist, it's that. And they couldn't even come up with a good storyline. And they have the best source material ever written. Ever written by a man. Better than Star Wars. Lord of the Rings is better than Star Wars. And they had
There is
the
only one
greatest-
return.
It was horrible. I hate that. I hate everything that is that movie.
I can tell you one thing that deserves even more not to exist: the director's cut of Rebel Moon, Chapter 1.
Oh wait, what about the Star Wars Holiday Special?
It's 10 times better than whatever that was.
Strong words. Strong words.
It's
All
still
right.
number one on my list, but I hate it.
No. All right, Jared, what do you got for number 5?
Axel.
Aquel! Hello, Aquel.
For like a lot of what we're talking about with Bad Boys Riding Die, same reasons. It's good nostalgic fun. There's no preaching. Even makes fun of those type of movies in the movie.
Agreed. Agreed 100%. JB, number 5.
Bad Boys Ride or Die.
All right. All right. You're making me proud now. All right. Firefighter, number 5.
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Okay. All right. I dig it. I dig it. All right. My number 5. Beverly Hills Cop. Axel F. For the fucking win. Love that movie. I had so much fun with that. I'm sorry, and it was a Netflix movie and everything like that. Could have easily gone to the movies.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it was so good. It was so good. So much fun. Just like you were saying. Just good, nostalgic fun. Bringing back a character. Eddie Murphy did great. You know, like it was great.
He was still Axel Foley.
Yes.
They didn't try to change him to like when he did the Coming to America 2, like they try to add a little bit more modernization to it. And it's like, no. You keep the character as they were.
Well, and it made sense for the character. To me, it made sense for the character coming to America because of what he'd been doing for 30 years.
Yeah.
So it made sense that he wasn't the same person.
Well,
Really
with that one, it's more like the trying to put a little bit of woke stuff in it.
A little bit.
A lot.
Yeah.
Try to be nice.
Hated that one.
Yeah, I did too. And I love the first Coming to America movie.
Loved it.
All right, number 4, Duke. What do you got? Lord of the Rings. Got it.
Year 10. You see that?
Oh God, I forgot that existed. That's the one with what's his face? Kylo Ren. Why am I blanking on his name? Right?
This is about the. Was it him? I
No?
don't think it was him. No.
No,
It's the cannibals. Yeah, it's 10 years into the apocalypse, and things are going really bad. A guy and his wife and his dad, they're running around, and cannibals kill the dad, steal the medicine that the wife needs, and the guy goes bananas to get it back from the cannibals. It's super good. It's an apocalypse movie. It's good.
Don't think I've ever even heard of this movie.
You should watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Year
Check it out.
10. Year 10. Let me look this up. Maybe it's on the website I use for everything. Let's see. Let's see.
Meatspin.com.
Meat spin. Yes.
Year 10, 2024. I've never heard of this movie. Okay, I'll check it out. I will check it out.
Yeah, you
All
got
right.
to.
Leo, number 4.
Axel F.
Axel F. Shooting
Yep.
up the charts on this list, man. It's getting a lot of check marks next to it.
Loved it.
It's phenomenal, dude. It's just
The helicopter scene took me out.
Oh yeah.
Took me out. That was it. That was the top. Took me out.
All right. Sith, what do you got for number 4?
For number 4, I put Superman, the Christopher Reeve story.
You mean Super/Man?
Super/Man.
Yep. Great movie. Great documentary. Well done. Love that one. All right. Jared, number 4.
Godzilla X Kong.
All right.
Just a fun action, like monster throwdown movie.
Yep. All right, JB.
Stupid Chinook helicopters carrying Kong over the ocean.
Yeah. All right, what do you got, JB?
Axel F all the way.
Axel F all the way. All right, Firefighter.
For my number 4,
Yeah. Yes.
Godzilla X Kong.
Godzilla X Kong. All right. Well, Axel F and Godzilla X Kong getting a lot of check marks next time. My number 4, Dune Part 2. I know not everybody likes the Dune movies. Everybody's like, oh, they're so slow. I fucking love the new
still
ones.
never
I
seen
hate
both.
the original Dune from 1984. It's a horrible
Yes.
fucking movie.
It is.
But I love the 2 new movies. I love them. They're beautifully done. Keeping in mind the fact that Dune itself, like the books, are like slow burn sci-fi books. So great translation there. I liked it. All right. What are we on? Number 3?
Top
Duke, what do you
3.
got for
Let's
number
go.
3?
Dune, easy. I liked it. I'm with you.
Dune?
I dig that stuff. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, I'm not the only one. All right, Leo.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. All right, Sid.
Dune.
Dune. All right, Jared.
Beetlejuice.
All right, JB.
Fall Guy.
Oh, guy. All right. Fire Party.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys for Life. All right. And my number 3 is Fall Guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Fall Guy. Love that movie. Again, going back to it, it's got the nostalgia. I used to love the Fall Guy series. It's also just a good, fun action movie that has no woke preaching or any of that crap in it.
Nope.
It's just got good characters with lots of action, good witty dialogue. It's got good humor in it. Fucking great. All right. Now we're on to our top 2. Duke, what do you got?
This should be no surprise to anyone. This was hard for me. Civil War. I loved that movie. It was the original. It was an original. I'm just gonna keep talking. It's original idea. I loved it. The ending was awesome. I liked the shooting, except for the girl. I could have done without the girl trying to like lead the charge. And yeah, because there's things. But I liked everything about that movie. I had a lot of fun.
I just got a simple question for you, Duke. What kind of American are you?
I liked that movie. It was good. It was a lot of fun.
Well, we had this discussion when it came out. I'm not a fan.
I get it.
And say that. That's okay. This is your list, Duke.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Leo, what do you got for number 2?
My number 2 would be a movie probably only me and Ohio Patriot probably watch. Snack Shack.
You've told me about this one before, haven't
Yes,
you?
I have. Yeah, it's about a movie set in the early '90s. Another like teen coming in. No, another like teen coming
Whoa.
in age movie. No,
Teen's
coming
coming.
in age movie. Coming of age.
Teens coming with AIDS.
Yes,
Whoa.
coming of age movie, and it was great.
I'm trying to think if I watched this. Yes, I did watch this. No, I
Oh,
watched
yeah.
this. I just forgot about it. Yeah, no, I watched this movie. You're right. It was good. It was really fun. Yeah. I had to look at it to remember it. But yeah, I remember you told me about this. This is the other one you told me about besides 4:30 movie.
Yeah,
And yeah, you're right. That is a good movie. I forgot about that one. I forgot about it.
Great movie. No
Dude,
woke stuff.
we got a super chat. Does a bear crap in the woods? Ask the rabbit. Says Civil War was gay as shit.
Calhoun said also nobody liked that movie.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I feel like it was the best to do. Sith, what do you got for number 2?
For number 2, I got Deadpool and Wolverine.
The Deadpool and the Wolverine, yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay, there we go. Got it checked off. Jared.
Transformers 1.
Transformers 1.
I went back and forth between my current number 1 and that one. They're both great movies. But yeah, I enjoyed them both. But I go ahead and settled for that one. That's number 2.
JB.
Hellboy the Crooked Man.
Hellboy. I couldn't get through that movie.
Oh shit, I did watch that movie.
I got
never
through.
heard of
I
it.
enjoy it, and yes, it's very low budget. It's not got a lot into it, and it's a slow burn. But I really enjoyed it. And
You know what
yes,
that movie made me do? It made me go back and watch all the other Hellboy movies.
I enjoy. Okay,
When I couldn't get through that one, I was like, I'm gonna go back and watch the other.
time out. You were able to get through the Doom movies, but you could not get through Hellboy. Really?
Right.
Really, Matt?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I thought
surprised,
the Cricket Man had like an Evil Dead feel to it.
Yeah, so did I. That's why I was able. I was actually enjoying it because it did have that feel to it of Evil Dead.
I will amend my list and make Cricket Man number 10 and Justice League, Crisis on Infinite Earths number 9.
Okay.
Yeah, the movie's good. Yeah, it's slow,
I'm old. I can't remember what I watched stuff.
but it's really good at the end, and I personally enjoy it. This is the only way we can get L movies now by trying to be low budget. I'm fine with it as long as it's done right. So that's why it's number 2 for me.
All right. All right, Firefighter, what do you got for number 2?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
DP and W. All right. My number 2, you'll be proud, Jared. Transformers 1.
Yes, sir.
Fucking fantastic movie. I've watched it several times.
Same.
It's just great. I got to see it when it came out at the movie. Actually, I got to see it before it came out because we got a early screening. So I got to see this movie like a week before it actually came out, and it was great. And then when it went on where I could watch it at home, I've watched it several times since then. It's just
a shame it has not done well in the theater.
I know. Yeah.
I want to see more of this universe.
Yeah,
as a Transformer fan, Transformer series continuity has been rebooted. I don't know how many times. This is probably one of the best new takes of the show in a long time. If you have not seen this movie, go watch it.
Yeah, it is definitely worth watching. If you ever, as a kid or as an adult,
I recommend buying this on digital. Just help this movie get a sequel.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree. All right, it's time for our number 1 choices, ladies and gentlemen. Duke, you get the honor of going first.
Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. This is the movie that I like the most out of the year, even though I hate it the most. This was such garbage that they had a battle at Helm's Deep, which we've already seen. They somehow convinced us that there wasn't a battle there there was only 10 guys. That was supposed to be this huge problem. There was a hole in the movie and they could have gone out a hole, but they didn't want to go out of that hole. And the whole thing was stupid, and they let their dad die on a bridge when they could have gone and helped him, but they let him freeze to death, and that was somehow honorable. And then, at the end, everyone comes to save him the same way Aeromir did and Gandalf did, and that was supposed to be original. I hated everything about this movie. It was so stupid. And it was anime, because anybody wanted an anime movie. Yeah, this was so stupid. I had so much hope, and I heard this movie's done bad, and that's not good for Lord of the Rings
Do
franchise.
you understand the concept of a number one movie on the top 10 movies of a year?
Yeah, but I still liked it better than anything else I watched. The movies are dead.
You hated it, but you liked it better than anything else.
Yeah.
Watched.
There's
They-
no
they have
movies on here.
stolen Duke's
I will
dream-
never
hopes and dreams.
watch any of these movies again. Every single movie on my list, I will never watch again, ever.
They have
Ever.
stolen
We should-
our hopes and dreams.
We should have changed it tonight to the top 10 worst movies because that's what we got.
How dare you
No, dude, it's just
hopes and dreams
Scott
for
I'll
Knight.
never-
wondrous words? How dare you?
I'll never watch any of these again. They're horrible. There's nothing good.
Dude, tonight
Oh,
we're
look,
supposed to be
this
positive.
movie Matt has on screen. We just talked about how awesome this movie is.
Yeah, for you, I don't care about that movie. There's nothing about that movie that I like.
Better
Telling
than Lord of the
you,
Rings.
it's all dead. No, it's not. It's terrible.
Duke
all
is
crap.
definitely asleep.
No,
All right.
you got-
He's having night terrors.
Leo, you got to bring us back up here. You got to get us out of the depression hole. What do you got for number one?
It's the 4:30 movie for me.
4:30 movie. That was a
Yep.
great movie. That really was good. Very small movie, but
Right.
That
For
was
me,
good.
lover of like those rom-com movies, like from the
Yeah.
80s and 90s. Like
Yep.
this was my number one because it had that feel to it, and this one was set in the 80s. So
all right, Sith, what do you got for number one?
The one on the screen, Transformers 1.
Transformers 1. All right. Jared?
Double penetration, Deadpool Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. DP. JB?
Oh, it was a toss-up, but I'm gonna go. Honorable mention is gonna be Deadpool Wolverine, and this is gonna be number one, Transformers 1.
All right.
Because I go back, I've watched it both Deadpool Wolverine and Transformers 1 multiple times. It's just hard to pick which one should be at the number one
It is
spot.
hard to pick between the two.
It is, and they'd both be my number one right now. But I gotta go probably Deadpool Wolverine. But I love Transformers 1, so that's gonna probably be the honorable mention.
All right.
It's just hard because they're both so good, and it's
I
hard
went
to pick.
I went based off of which one surprised me more. I knew I was going to like Deadpool Wolverine. I was very pleasantly surprised with Transformers 1. So
I have to agree with you there too. With that, I was very surprised how much I liked Transformers 1 because Transformers in the past, I don't know, like 10 years have been kind of after Transformers Prime has been shit. And
But
this
yeah,
was great.
Deadpool Wolverine's my number one, and Transformers won't be my honorable mention.
All right. Firefighter?
I mean, come on, Matt. Look at my icon. You should figure it out.
Transformers 1 it is. All right. And that leaves me, my number one. This is no surprise to anybody, Deadpool and Wolverine. There's no shock there. Nothing's
I'm
like,
surprised.
oh, what? Huh?
I'm kind of surprised. Like you and I had, even though what little movies I watched this year, we still had similar movies that ranked exactly the same.
Yes.
On the list.
Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to combine our collective lists to come up with a number one or a top 10, collective top 10 here. Let's see what we've got.
I know Superman is Super/Man is high on that list. I know. It had a whole lot of votes going for it.
There's so many votes.
I mean, most of our list has been the same, which is especially the top picks.
All right, so I've got a tie here, which we have to run through the room. You only get to vote if you've actually seen these movies. Let me see. So we're going to run through. Let's see. Hold on. That one and that one. So we need to vote between Beetlejuice and Transformers 1. I vote Transformers 1 as the better movie. What about you? Let's see. I know Firefighter. Which one are you going with?
I mean, is it an obvious Transformers?
I have a feeling. Leo, did you see both those movies?
No, I haven't seen Transformers 1.
Okay, Jared, Transformers 1 or Beetlejuice? I already know your answer.
Transformers 1.
All right. Okay. All right. So we actually have a top 10, but number 6 through 10 are all equal. They all got 3 votes. So we'll go through those first. So you can put these wherever you want. These are 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That would be Ministry of Gentlemanly Warfare, Ghostbusters, Bad Boys Ride or Die, Dune Part 2, and Fall Guy. All those movies got 3 votes each. Now, the rest of these are actually in order based on how many votes they got. So in at number 5, we have Beetlejuice.
Okay.
In at number 4, we've got Transformers 1. In at number 3, we've got Godzilla X Kong. In at number 2 is Deadpool and Wolverine. And in at number 1, the movie that got the most votes that showed up on the most people's list was Axel F.
Nice.
And I'm not mad at that at all.
Nice,
I'm not mad at that. It's a fantastic movie. It's a fantastic movie. But that should tell you and everybody out there watching, those are the movies. If you have not seen some of them, you should go see those movies. Those movies are all great. They're all fun. I had a blast watching all of these. The only one of these top 10 that wasn't already on my list was Godzilla X Kong. Other than that, every movie in our collective top 10 was on my top 10. The only one that didn't make it is Arthur the King. That's the only one on my list that didn't make this list. So I feel like we all agree on for the most part what the best movies of the year are.
I haven't seen Arthur the King, and I like movies like that.
Yeah, it's definitely, and I knew it was going to be something that not a lot of people have seen. But you should definitely go watch it. It's just a good, like, true story done well. Mark Wahlberg great in it. The dog's fucking great in it. Like, it's a good movie. Good uplifting, hopeful, heartwarming movie.
Looks like about the same breed as Crypto.
He does, doesn't he? He does. All right, so that's our top 10. I will be posting a video of my top 10 on the Geek channel.
Oh, and congratulations going over 5K on your Geek channel.
Did I?
Yeah, you went. You're 500. You're 5,000 subscribers. 5K.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I wasn't paying attention. That's cool.
Sent you a message.
You did?
Yeah, me and Jared both did.
Oh shit! Yeah, so well, that was just like an hour before the chat. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, that's my bad. Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, we do got some other things to talk about to wrap the show up. There's a couple other things, some geek-related topics, things that I've watched this week that I thought were pretty damn good. First of all, there's a couple movies that came out this week. I want to talk about both of them. One I liked, one I didn't. Let's talk about the one I didn't first. New movie, prepper movie, for those of you out there. Everybody knows I'm a prepper. I watched this new prepper movie called Homestead. It's not good, which is a shame because I feel like it could have been good.
Really?
But it wasn't good. It's not that it was bad. Me and my wife both watched it. We both have basically the same opinion. It's got some good stuff in there. It's just poorly executed, and it's a pretty, like, by the numbers. We think this might be what people who are interested in would like to see. It's very kind of boring and formulaic. It's not bad, but then again, Duke, you like Civil War, so you may fucking love it. I don't know.
Nice.
So,
classic.
But
I'm gonna check that shit out.
I'm not mad that I watched it, but I'll never watch it again. That's for damn sure. And it's not something I can really recommend because it's just really kind of boring, to be honest. But there's that. Another movie that I actually loved that I highly recommend everybody go check out is, I don't know if it's Netflix or Amazon Prime or what it is, but that new movie Carry On, which is basically a guy who works as a TSA agent at an airport, and some terrorists come into the airport. I'm not going to go any further than that because I don't want to spoil the movie for you, but it's kind of a modern update on Die Hard. It's a very formulaic movie, but it was a lot of fun. If you like Die Hard, I think you'll like this movie. Like I said, I think it's on Netflix, but it could be Amazon Prime. It's on one of the streaming services, or you can just watch it on the website like I did. And it's called Carry On. Main character is, what's his name? Fuck. Eddie the Eagle. Tetris.
What is his name?
I'm blanking on his name. The dude from
Kingsman.
Yeah. I can't
what's his name?
Taron Egerton. There you go. Taron Egerton. He's the main guy. He's the TSA agent. It was a really good movie. It was a lot of fun. Lots of good action, you know. Bad guys in an airport. He's a TSA agent, and he's got to figure out a way to stop them. That's basically what it comes down to. Very formulaic, but very fun. So definitely recommend that. Also, I've been keeping up with Dexter Original Sin. Great show. If you like,
I just watched the first episode right before we came on air.
What do you think?
I wanted to watch the second episode before we came on air.
Was
I'm
it good?
So far, yeah.
I told you it was good. Yeah. It's a good show. If you like Dexter, definitely check it out. It's a good show, man. Then Amazon dropped the second half of their video game anthology series, Secret Level. They dropped the first half last week, second half this week. I think it's a total of 14 or 15 episodes. Each episode is anywhere from like 5 to 15 minutes long. It's done by the same people who did Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix. And I feel about this show the same way I felt about that show, which is some episodes are good, some episodes suck. In fact, some of the better episodes were episodes that were pulled from games that I didn't even know what the hell the game was. I will say one of the standouts of it was also the shortest episode at like 5 minutes exactly, which was the Mega Man episode. Was really good and did nothing but make me now want to watch a Mega Man animated show based off of that. Was done really well. They had a Pac-Man episode. They had an Elder Scrolls episode. They had an Armored Core episode. A bunch of episodes on games that I've never fucking heard of. It was overall, it's a good show. If you like animation and you like video games, watch the show. They're all really short episodes, but just be aware that only about half of them are good. Although you may like some of the ones I didn't, because you may know those games that I didn't know what those. I've never played those games. I don't know those games. That kind of thing.
It's like we used to love Death Robots. The first season of Love Death Robots, most of the episodes was great. Second season, only maybe 1 or 2 episodes was good.
Yeah.
Did they end up doing a Halo episode?
They did not do a Halo. There was no Halo episode. No.
They lied to.
Yeah. Let's see. Two shows that a lot of people are split on: Skeleton Crew and Creature Commandos. I'm digging both of them still. I know not everybody likes them. That's fine. I like both of them. I'm having a lot of fun with Skeleton Crew because it's very Goonies-esque, very 80s nostalgia. Creature Commandos, digging it, loving what's going on with it, love the animation style, the voice acting's good, like the story, like the characters. That's good. But the thing I really want to get to here is we finally had the series finale to Lower Decks. What is possibly the greatest Star Trek series we have had in 20 years has finally ended with season 5. I won't spoil it for anybody that wants to watch it.
I haven't watched the finale yet. I haven't watched it.
I will say the last 2 episodes, which it's a 2-parter, the last 2 episodes are phenomenal. Now, Leo, did you watch the next to last episode?
I think so.
The one where they're going through the multiverse?
Oh, that was a good episode.
Dude, that was my favorite episode of the entire series.
But I got this to say, we could have easily gotten 5 more seasons if Paramount didn't go, oh, we're just going to cancel anything related to Trek right now.
Exactly.
Well, Paramount got bought out.
Let's see.
They're trying to. What's the big thing right now too? The company that bought Paramount was bought to buy it to get Star Trek, and they're stuck with Secret Hideout, way the contracts were written, even if them buying the network that owns it, whoever was running Paramount before and wrote that contract with Secret Hideout was fucking morons and gave him full control over Star Trek.
I think I stopped at episode 8.
Okay, so you haven't seen 9 or 10. 9 and 10 is a two-parter. 9 is probably my favorite episode of the entire series altogether. However, 10 is also fanatic. Both of them together make like the best episode of the entire series. But it ended perfectly. I won't spoil it for anybody on how it ended. If you are a Star Trek fan, you must watch this show. If you've never watched this show, go fucking watch this show.
It's going to get you hooked on all the other tracks.
I didn't know that this was the final season.
Yeah, that's it. It's over.
Wow. Okay.
So, I loved it. I loved the ending. I thought they did a great, fantastic job. Very happy with how it ended. Last 2 episodes were fantastic. So, all in all, 2 thumbs up for me. It was a great show from beginning to end, and I had a lot of fun with it. It just sucks that it's over, but you know what? It does show that they can still do good shit with Star Trek.
It's the only Star Trek series that people have actually liked forever.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to save those 2 episodes to watch on Christmas.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
but
I'm not going to watch it.
I got
some food in me. Watch that.
I feel like the ending for Lower Decks might leave room for a spinoff.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if they will do it because of what's going on with Paramount. I kind of doubt they will, but they certainly did leave it open to do
They don't want to renew any kind of contracts to give Secret Hideout more power over Star Trek.
Although, if they, which I mean, I don't know, what's gonna happen with Star Trek going forward. But if they wanted to go forward from Lower Decks, they wanted to move forward from that point and make what happens there at the end of Lower Decks canon. Dude, that opens up a whole new world for Star Trek and the Federation and Starfleet as far as like adventures they can have. Mm-hmm. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that's not watched it, but Firefighter, you've seen it, so you know what I'm talking about. It opens up a whole new world of possibility. Like you could do a whole show just based off of that. Like basically what episode 9 was.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But that like that's the new area of exploration for Starfleet. You know what I mean? You could do a whole show based around just a crew of a ship doing that.
Well, not just that, with who and who basically being told, hey, contest between you two for a certain position on the ship.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to see who wins.
Yeah. Yep. And all the chems. Anyway.
Okay, I gotta give one spoiler away.
This Kim has 2 pips.
Yeah.
Wait, did your Voyager make it home?
Yeah. It was great, man. I love that. That episode was fantastic. I mean, again, the whole show's been great from beginning to end. I've loved all 5 seasons, but I mean, the ending was great. I had a lot of fun with it. So, all right, man. You know what, ladies and gentlemen?
Sad, knowing that this is the final season.
You're like, oh shit, I didn't know it was over.
Well, the funny thing is in Europe, they don't say that it's the series finale. They said season finale.
Wow. I mean, again, with what's going on with Paramount, I seriously doubt
what's going on with Paramount.
Paramount got bought out and sold, and there's all kinds of issues with the owners of Star Trek. Like it's a whole bunch of legal bullshit going on, which is why they're canceling everything Star Trek. So, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it for tonight. It is time to wrap this one up. Next week, I think we're going to do top 10 TV shows of the year, and maybe some other stuff too. I don't know. We always do movies first, then TV shows, and then actually, you know what I'm thinking about throwing in? Maybe next week we do top 10 TV shows and also the worst movies of the year. Because as I was going through best movies of the year, I just kind of came up with a list of like the worst movies of the year.
I'll be there.
There's some
Civil War.
Your list for the night.
and apparently Duke's list will be exactly the same.
Yes, it will be.
Exactly.
So wait, does that mean whenever we do that list, Duke has to give what was his best movies of the year?
No, it'll just be the same list. He loves and hates everything this year.
See, I gotta try my best to make it to that podcast so I can just like rub Duke's face in how wrong he is.
There you go. Somebody wants to rub on Duke's face.
Duke might be into that.
He might be.
Well, we already know Duke loves it when the aliens come to visit from the cornfield.
He does. He does.
It'll get me.
He pretends not to like it because that's part of the game.
Or Matt, next time you make Duke the mayonnaise to your Night Strike, Matt, and Travi Manwich.
Oh.
Nice.
Hey, I heard that out of yours and Night Strike's mouth while I was at work listening to the podcast, and I nearly choked on my coffee.
It is true. It is true. My mayonnaise has come out of Night Strike's mouth, so that's a true thing. That's a true statement. Anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the hell out of here. We will see you guys. I'll be back on the NEA channel on Monday. Next week, because of Christmas and everything, I don't know what's going on throughout the middle of the week. I don't know exactly what the schedule is going to be next week, but definitely on Monday, and definitely we'll be back on Friday for Geek Night, or for Toy Night, and then Saturday for Geek Night. So those three are set. Other than that, it's kind of up in the air of what's going on next week just because of the holidays. But
I was going to suggest you could do your other show on a Sunday and Monday. Like do it tomorrow and Monday, since you're not gonna be able to do the holidays like Tuesday and Wednesday.
No, I don't change my schedule. I've had this schedule since 2011.
Okay.
Algorithm likes regularity.
I know. I was just throwing a suggestion out there. I know Matt likes to do multiple shows the week, so I was trying to think.
I mean, doing it on a Sunday is a good fuck you to Honda, so I'm down with it.
You're like, it's the fuck Honda chat.
Yeah.
But
I do have a show tomorrow night too.
Yes, you have a show tomorrow. Are you doing it on Thursday too?
Thursday's Christmas.
Wednesday's Christmas.
No,
Wednesday's Christmas.
Yeah, I'll do it on Thursday.
Okay. He dropped his.
I dropped my vape. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We will see you guys next time. As always, deuces, yo, shall not pee in fridge, all that good stuff, and we will see you guys. I don't know, whenever the hell we come back. So later, dudes.